have a lot of loyal patrons here, fiercely loyal, really. Hi, I'm Cinda Barbuto, and I'm a ticket sales manager. Thing that has to do with ticketing in the theater. In my position, it's the box office, it's group sales, it's our telemarketing department. Everything that has anything to do with ticketing. I always say I'm not a theater person, and I was never a theater person. I wasn't involved in theater in high school or any of that. Probably what I am is a ticketing person because I used to be a travel agent. I moved back to Connecticut and moved about 2 miles from here, and here was Goodspeed, and my father said, what the heck, it's just tickets. You know what to do with tickets. Go there and get a part-time job, and that's what I did. When I first started at Goodspeed, I was in the box office part-time on nights and weekends. Back then we used to pull the tickets out of the racks and it was rather confusing and crazy, so we upgraded to a real ticketing system where tickets came out of the, ticket printers and all of that, and it was great, and especially at subscription time because we have about 14,000 subscribers here, so it really helped streamline the process. After a few years, I became the assistant box office manager. More responsibility, especially at performance time, because you're here alone with your staff. And then shortly thereafter, I was the day-to-day box office manager. And then I took another step as ticket sales manager, taking all of my experience in box office and working more as a liaison between the box office, group sales, telemarketing, with the marketing office. A typical day for me is coming in and checking email and voicemail and catching up with the other staff. I go into the box office and have a conversation with the box office management staff to make sure they're prepared for the day, for the performance. Quite often there's something they have a question for me about because I also program the ticketing system, so there's always some little thing that needs to be sort of looked at or corrected, and I firmly believe it's a big project to do that part of the job, to actually program the ticketing system. And I have one goal in mind when I do it, is to make sure that the box office staff, it's so easy for the end user, that it's not confusing, that they know how to talk to people on the phone quickly and efficiently and sell the tickets, and the money flows through and right down to the accounting department, and there's no problems. Our box office exchanges amazing amount of tickets every year too, which is kind of unusual compared to some other theaters. That's our members of the foundation have the ability to exchange their tickets, and if it's not done correctly, it can be a fairly big problem at curtain time. So one of the things that I think I've smoothed out over the years is the system so that really doesn't happen, and everything goes correctly if it's a performance day, I go and look and see who's coming to the show that day. I check what we call the seating book and go through the list and see if there's anybody I recognize, and spend some time the hour before curtain out in the lobby helping folks get in the building or whatever, just chatting up folks I've known for a few years. And then I also check in with our group sales manager, see what she's got coming for the day or how she's doing with her sales coming up for the future, We have a lot of groups that come to Goodspeed. Typically, it's 2 or 3 buses at a performance. Customer service is a huge priority. We have very high, very good customer service. We tried to get that across to everyone, that no matter who you are or what you do here, you may be the only person that speaks to a patron, and what you say to them or how you help them is key. There's been more than one strange or not a great experience for people, and we've taken it and turned it so completely around that not only have they increased their memberships, they keep coming back, they bring their friends back, and they look for us when they're here. It's really important to them. They'll call and say, I'm coming, meet me next door for a drink, or I'll see you in the lobby at the theater. So, and that stuff's invaluable. We count on these folks coming back, and they do. They do. We've gone so far as to, some of the folks are a little bit older, we'll go out and meet their car and park it for them, things like that.
Hi there. How are you?
Good, you?
Good.
And there's a fabulous staff here. A lot of us have been here anywhere from 10 to 30 years. And we all work really, really well together. We're truly a family. At performance time, you sense it, you feel it when you're in the building. It is a destination theater, and we are trying to get that out there more.
Everybody comfortable?
People keep coming to Goodspeed. I mean, they come from everywhere. They come from Rhode Island and Massachusetts, and obviously all over Connecticut and New York, and Long Island down. You know, it's really great. It's probably the same thing that makes me want to come here every morning. I cross over the bridge, I look at this building, and I'm like, how are you kidding? I work here, you know? And even after 20 years, I still feel the same way.